Welcome back, you lovely people. This is my second video here at Jaguar Classic. If you watched the first one, you may remember I bought my beautiful XJ Sport here for a check-in once over. Now you can see I'm surrounded by beautiful cars, incredible restorations, incredible recreations. If you want to spend house money here and have something totally unique, totally wonderful, you can. But if, like me, you're an enthusiast that has a bit more of a realistic budget, the good news is they can still look after you here too. And here's a recap of where we are so far. Episode 1 was very much about taking the old girl home and letting the team, in some cases the same team that checked these cars over when they were new, have a look at her, see what was needed and do a thorough inspection. I then got a fabulous video and a very extensive report telling me what we needed to do, but the team asked me to come back past all of these other beautiful recreations and restorations and sit down and find out what we need to do to get mine looking almost as good. As well as having the full list of mechanical parts and restoration processes we might need, Ed was also a little bit concerned with some corrosion on the bodywork that had gone all the way through to fresh air. And for that, we'd need paint guru Paul.
So Paul, what we need to have a look at, please,
Yep.
is the corrosion on this offside rear arch.
Yeah, so there's not much metal behind there, so I think that will need welding, having a piece put in. If we weld up to about here, heat up to about here-ish,
Yeah.
and then we can come off this line from a paint point
Can
of
we
view.
keep the coat stripe?
Now I'd always assumed this coat stripe was a Halford stick-on special.
When it's a decal, it's normally cut with a blade down there, so you'd normally get a straight edge. There's no straight edge there.
Agreed.
It's not completely parallel, so it all looks fairly hands-on.
So you
doesn't
say
it?
clear coat flick into the door rather than base coat?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
We might need a tiny bit of base coat for colour harmony, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought it really.
So what we've discovered there is the top single and bottom double coach lines may have been either a factory option or early dealer option. So for that reason, they both need to stay on. But what's it going to cost me, Ed? So Ed, she's been through the whole process. All the lads have looked at her.
Yep.
I've had this amazing video come through.
Yep.
What's the damage?
So, it's a good job you're sitting down, Paul.
I can see that from here.
No, really, it's not that bad. I think from this, we can say you've got a very robust example. It's a really good car. So to get everything done by the factory people with factory parts, etc., you're looking at just over £5,000.
Do you know what? For what that is, there's a very long list on this down here. A lot of parts in there. I can see there's a lot of hours needed to do it.
Yes, there is.
It's not a small amount of money. It's almost what I paid for the car. But do you know what? I just think, because this is a car I never want to sell, and this is a car that I think, because it's a manual, they only made 44. I think the 300 is one of the classic Jags. I'm gonna press the button.
And I think that's the right thing to do. I think you're doing it for the right reasons, so you're adding value to the car.
Yeah, but more importantly, I think I'm just going to enjoy driving it for another 20 years. I can't see myself buying another car, another Jaguar at least, that I like more than this one, and you're never going to find another one, so...
Agreed.
Let's do it, bro, let's do it.
Pull the trigger.
If anyone's got any Saturday jobs going, please let me know in the comments below. So you've already seen that the skills on offer at JLR Classic are beyond compare, but what you haven't seen is the incredible parts department, where literally anything you could ever want is but a button press away. If you want some classic chrome trim, simply find the part number, dial it up, and moments later it will appear before your very eyes. If you want a new old stock Land Rover part, go to your nearest shelf, you'll find dozens of the things. This, of course, is where all these cars were originally built. So of course, they've got all the original parts. I was really impressed with the endless drawers full of lots of trinkets, but what really got me going is what we will call the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark room. A scale and size that you physically cannot believe. If you want to know what Christmas looks like, if you want a brand new engine, new old stock, off the shelf, on the pallet, ready to go, to be fitted in, there are dozens of the things here. Gearboxes, axles, differentials, you name it, they're all here. And this is what you're buying when you come to JLR Classic, not only that innate knowledge and experience that the people that have built the cars originally have built together over decades, but also the fact that every single part they've ever ordered from new, they pretty much keep in stock today, so that when your car is being rebuilt, restored, or simply serviced, you know they're using the right stuff. I've always really enjoyed the restoration journey, even if it's only as a spectator. And in this instance, as you walk back across the workshop floor and just look at the magic these guys are putting together, you feel a little bit proud that these are the people that will be putting my car at a much lower level back to its former glory. So do like, subscribe, let me know what you'd like to see in my next visit, because I promise you, we're going to go back, we're going to see more. And next time you see this car, it will look amazing.